Hi, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. It's the 2-1 Uncensored. And of course, on this episode of the show, I'm joined by an amazing, very vocal young woman. She is a media personnel and she is into other extra stuff. But of course, she will tell us more about herself, her media career, and the extra stuff I just mentioned. How are you doing, Wilma?
Hello, the disco.
How is you?
I'm good. Nice to see you.
Look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
All right. To hit the nail right from the top. Who is Wilma?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on the 211 show. And of course, I'm glad to be part of this. Who's Wilma? Wilma is a young youth growing up, a learner who's ready to inspire and give a hand to other young people to find themselves.
So, where does the story of Wilma Grace begin from?
The story of Wilma Grace started long ago. What I can say is that the story of Wilma came. It's a journey. People always talk about luck. Somebody might say that I'm lucky because I work as a radio presenter, but it's something that that I came a long way to fulfill and become the person that I am today. So my story is limited.
Okay, let's focus.
Limited.
Let's focus a little bit on your media career. Media in South Sudan is male dominated. That's a fact, statistically speaking. How challenging is it for a woman to be a media personnel in our country?
It's really very, very challenging because women are not given the space to participate in things that are important. Let me say a good example is maybe the country. When a woman or a lady of my age is to participate in things like, let me say the president is having a conference and I'm supposed to attend as a woman, there is a lot that has to go on, a process for me to be part of it just because I'm a woman and maybe I look as young and thin as I am. How can I be part of a conference that is supposed to be implemented by a president?
High level.
Yeah,
conference.
high level. So it's very challenging, but the great thing is that it's changing. Women are being given space to participate and become, and it's only when we put on the work, when we force ourselves to be part of it, this is how things are coming up and women are being given space today.
There's so many criteria used for picking media personnel in the country. I would want to know, has media been your dream job? Or you just woke up one morning and someone says, you know what, you have a beautiful voice, or you look amazing, you're good for media. How did it come about and what got you into the media?
I would not really like to lie. I've never seen myself becoming a journalist or a radio presenter. Never. I grew up wanting to become a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, I badly wanted to become a lawyer until one day, one of my mentors thought that I can become a very good journalist. Why can't I give it a try? I gave it a try and I found out that you can grow up having a goal in your mind, but you find out that God has something different for you. This is how it happened to me with media. I found myself that 2 years back, I was working for an organization called IPCA, Initiative for Peace Communication Association, as a peace building officer, and at the same time, I'm a student. So, working for an organization, you have to be committed. When you sign a contract, you have to implement all your duties without excuse. Yeah. So I had to give up in order for me to be able to go to school and as well attend my classes. When I did so, the mentor I talked about advised me to, instead of just going to school and not doing anything, why can't you try working for a radio station? Okay. So I gave it a try and I found out that this is what is meant for me. I worked for Capital FM and currently I work for Advanced Youth Radio.
So what is the whole experience like on the media? I know your life has changed one way or the other. There are more people that know Wilma Grace right now than the people that knew you before the media. And I'm pretty sure with your looks and the influence your name carries, there's so many young people out there, males to be precise, that would want to have the company of Wilma Grace. What has it been like?
Well, I don't pay attention so much on my looks and how I look or what people might think of my beauty. That's not the goal. But one thing that have changed in my life when I joined media is that I have more chance to communicate to the community through my voice. And mostly the young people, I communicate to them to hear from them about what they want to become. And one thing that I like so much that I think really I'm making impact on is that the young people look at what abilities they have and who they want to become, and they become more motivated by seeing me doing something that is meaningful. Yeah.
So how has media changed your life?
In so many ways. One is that I've learned. I've traveled and I've learned from other young people from other countries. And I think it added so much to the fact that I'm a young woman that is being part of the development of my country by informing the people.
Talking about the media landscape, uh, probably with the bit of experience you have, what is that, a difference between, let's say, 2 years ago, right now, and the next 3, 4, 5 years?
Oh my God, the difference since I joined media is that, when you just join, nobody knows anything about you. Nobody knows the abilities or maybe the impact you can give out. So in the past two, that is going to 3 years right now, I've noticed that there is a huge change on me as a person. One is that I've noticed that being communicating to people, you hear more of their problems. You understand? And sometimes you can have one thing that people don't understand about journalists, especially presenters, is that we do have issues that we personally go through as well. So when you communicate through the radio with different programs, you get to learn about people that have different issues as you. And you get to learn that since you are here today to talk to the person about what they're going through and maybe motivate them, you are motivating yourself as well to wake up every day and have a meaningful life. So I think I'm learning a lot, and it's strengthening me to as well as share and receive more that can make a change on my life.
Maybe a word or two to young people out there, especially females, that would want to be
To the young
media
people,
personnel in the future.
to the young people, especially the female young people, is that when you have ability, you have a talent that you think God gave you, always bring it out. Communicate to somebody that can give you a hand and you bring out what's in you. We tend to sit on our talent because we fear to express what we have. So I think it will be very great. A very good example is comedian Kiden. Kiden is very young. She's just 13 or 14.
Yeah.
And because of the courage she has, everybody knows who she is today. So when you have ability and talent, always step out, let people know about it so that you can get support and then you make impact on the life of other young people.
Well, let's have your last remarks as Wilma Grace to everybody that's watching 211 Uncensored today. Your last message to the people.
My last message is that you have to wake up every day on a purpose. You cannot just wake up looking pretty. That's not enough, especially to my gender. You wake up every day having a reason to why you're waking up and you have something that you want to implement. Looking pretty is not enough. You have to make an impact on other people's life.
Well, looking pretty is not enough. I think I'll take that statement to the bank. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do for today's edition of the 211 Uncensored. I've been joined by the amazing Wilma Grace, media personnel. Yes, it's a wrap on that. Do keep it locked on our channel. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and invite your friends because we do have more content dropping right here. From your host, Let's Go 211, I'm saying ciao, ciao.